Still practicing. I haven't got it down to a T yet, but I'm still practicing. And what I'd like to talk to you about this afternoon is the cosmetology aspect of the device. And the device has this huge effect on your face and on your body. And what I've done is I put a little bit of a presentation together, because I know some of you are visual as well as auditory, right? Raise your hands, those are visual. Would you like to see those slides? I'll try to get them up here on the screen, and I'll be able to punctuate those images. And some of you would probably like to see who my wife is, because last time I was through Dallas, and I trained some of you who were in my last training. There's 1 or 2, 3. Hi guys, I really like to thank Chuck and all the Chucks, as well as John, for inviting us here to beautiful Santa Barbara. It's a privilege to be here. And so I don't know if any of you here are, if they agree with aging. Who agrees with aging? Anybody agree with aging? Would you like to slow it down a little bit? Let me get down to my computer. I want to start this program off. I want to share a few things with you as we go along. Now, Lori, when I was here last time, I was in Dallas with these people. I told them that I was married to this beautiful girl, and they didn't. Nobody would believe me. They said, "Who would want to marry an old guy like you?" And I said, "Well." I said, "Yeah." I said, "Lori, I told everybody that you, for 52, going on 53 years old, you don't mind me saying your age. We have half a dozen children at home still, some of them going to university or college, high school students, and the youngest is only 7 years old. So what we did, Lori and I, is we came up with a technical manual. You want to show that technical manual, Tim? So the technical manual actually takes you through all of the aspects of not only using the device for getting a facelift, non-surgical facelift, but also how to slow down the healing process. Because if you're like me, I think that I'm going to go through the next 40 years of my life kicking and scratching and doing everything that I can do to not age physically, because I enjoy life. I enjoy all the things that I do. I enjoy the sports that I do, that I engage in, and I want to continue being able to do that way into my 90s and up to 120 if that's possible. Now, there's a few things that I'll tell you about that most of the people age because they're not aware that they're aging. Did you know that? You are aging because you are not aware that you are aging. Are we coming up on that? Yeah. Now, I added a bit of music to it, but you won't be able to hear it because it's not plugged into the speaker. Now, the music on that is, remember the cats in the cats in the cradle. Remember that song, The Cats in the Cradle? You can sing it if you want. You just have to hit the space bar one more time. Now, one of the things about The Cats in the Cradle, of course, tells a story of a dad who's so busy, and he promises his son that someday we're going to get together.
Free running on the yacht.
John, can you not move the mic down next to your computer?
To down there? Yeah, I think I can. I think we'll get on with it. I'll get Tim to, I'll signal to Tim to hit the space bar and we'll go to the next and we'll be fine. But one of the things that we have to understand is that not all aging involves just the physical look of the skin. A lot of the problems that we face are caused by our transitory moods, our emotions, the stress that we go through on a day-to-day basis. That looks pretty good. There we go. I think that for 52 years old, Lori looks pretty good. I think I'll keep her for a while. Done a good job. And so when we look at the aging process, slowing down the aging process is not just about using a device for a facelift. It's about knowledge on stress, knowledge on all of the things that you are presently doing that are causing you to age faster than you should. We can't stop aging. We can't stop aging. The good news is that we can slow it down. The bad news is that we're probably all going to die eventually. But I think that I like to look good when I'm dead. Okay, hit me again.
Next slide.
Just hit the, yeah. Now, I'd like you to take a good look at this picture because you're going to realize that when we work on somebody's face, we're not only working on the face, we're actually working on the whole body. We're working on all of the body's systems. Each one of the meridians that connect to all of the organs and all of the systems in your body are all in your face. So if I'm working on this part of my face, I'm also working on the systems on the body. This is an hour between pictures. Can you believe that?
Just one treatment, wasn't it?
And that was only one treatment. Now, if you have very taut skin, if you have a very plumped face, no wrinkles whatsoever, yes, it's not going to show, but of course you're going to have a huge effect on your whole body. And Chuck said to me a few minutes ago, he said, "What did you do to me in Dallas?" Was it in Dallas?
Seattle.
Seattle. He said, "What did you do to me in Seattle?" He said, "I have started," what was it, Chuck? Could you mention that again?
Smelling. My sense of smell returned to a level I hadn't experienced for years.
Now, why was that? It's simply because he's returning to normal. He had drifted away from that normal. There was a time when he was able to smell that well. He just forgot about it and it just went away. And he said, "What did you do to me?" I said, "I didn't do anything to you. You're just coming back to hell." Next one. You see, this picture was taken of a lady. It's hard to see from there, but close up, you can see the wrinkles on the cheeks. You can see the wrinkles around her eyes. And down below, they seem to be vanishing, fading. This was one single treatment a week for 5 weeks. Unfortunately, the lady is blind. She'll never be able to see, but she can feel the change. Next. So we're looking at two different technologies in the ezzi-lift. One of those technologies is what we call light-emitting diodes. Going to hit that? And light-emitting diodes are wonderful light sources. They don't project any heat. But as you know, they project light. And they project light at what we call nanometers per second. And some of the light actually has a huge effect, not only on the skin, but even on all of the cells that produce energy as well. Next one.